Alright, we got the Arrma Typhon Grom, the brushed motor version. I picked this up because I see this recommended often for one of the best RCs for people to start with. At the time of filming, it's $150, includes a battery. Let's open it up and see what we get. So in the box you have an SLT2 controller, have your steering rate, steering trim, your 50, 75, 100% throttle switch, your quick start guide, owner's manual, technical pack with some instructions for maintenance, USB charger for the battery, some shock spacer clips, some basic tools, an Allen key, AA batteries for your transmitter, and a little warranty card. Alright, looks pretty nice. Oil-filled shocks. Pretty smooth. Tires feel soft. Doesn't even really feel like there's any foams inside. Clipless body. You got this tab here. Lift up and pull forward. Includes a 1400 milliamp 2S battery, 30C. We have our 28 turn 380 size brushed motor. 25 amp 2-in-1 ESC. Steering servos mounted underneath the ESC. The motor has this heatsink and a cooling fan mounted in front of it. Alright, so the only modification we're going to be doing to start off with is a shock tower brace. The front shock tower is kind of a known weakness, and it's integral to the whole chassis, so if you break it, you have to replace your whole chassis. So I got this aluminum shock tower brace from Hot Racing. We'll install that before we do any testing. Alright, out for the first drive with the Arrma Typhon Grom. I got my shock tower reinforcement on from Hot Racing. It's about 55 degrees out today. Beautiful day for the winter. I don't have room for my regular GPS, so I'm just going to be strapping my old bike GPS to the wing. Let's see what she does on 2S. Alright, let's go. Drives very smooth. Like how it handles. .8, not too bad. All right, I kicked it down to 50% throttle. Let's see what the top speed is if you hand it off to your young child or someone who isn't used to RC. I think that's still enough fun for a young kid. Oh, first rollover. Let's see what we got. 11.6 miles an hour. All right, we're back up to 100% throttle. See how it handles. Road's a little rougher over here. Not too bad. Bigger bumps really upset it. This thing's fun. Small enough it could fit in a backpack. All right, let's see how it does in the grass. This field was recently packed down with snow, so it's not exactly how it'd handle tall grass, but see how she does. Actually, a lot better than I imagined. A little bit of a, well, almost a traction roll. Kept it on its wheels. Same there. Some wood chips. Really not the best surface, but it's getting around. All right, got some of the Proline ramps out. Do some light bashing. I shouldn't have let off the throttle there. Nice front flip. That was completely by accident. That was bad landing. Alright, I think the Arrma Typhon Grom was awesome. Super fun out here. Getting almost 22 miles an hour. Not the fastest thing in the world, but for someone starting out, perfect. 150 bucks, comes with everything you need, including even the double A's for your transmitter. I think it really is a perfect start to this hobby for a lot of people. Handled really well, took the jumps nice. Just using the little Proline ramps. I could probably hit up a skate park, but for something this small, those ramps are pretty good for them. I did add the Hot Racing shock tower reinforcement. You could probably get away without it if you're not really bashing, but I tend to send my RCs pretty hard, so a little bit of insurance. I'm going to be doing a brushless conversion on this in the future. Also for the people who started out with this and are now looking to expand for a little more speed. Should be pretty fun. Hope you guys come back and check it out. Thanks for watching.